I know some people think the idea of reincarnation is ridiculous, and that's cool. I would never try to convince anyone that your soul gets more than one try to figure out this whole earth thing. I'm just saying, in my life, I see proof of reincarnation everywhere in my daily life.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the
A close friend of mine has a 13-year-old son, and ever since he was little, this dude has been obsessed with the Civil War. And I don't mean he watches Civil War documentaries on the History Channel. I mean obsessed. Like for Christmas, instead of asking for PS5 games or VR goggles or a new iPhone, he asked his dad for authentic Union uniform buttons from the Civil War. So his costume would finally be perfectly period correct. Actually, it's not a costume. It's more like a $1,500 commissioned relic. I mean, original fabrics, dead soldiers' buttons sewed together with like a thread spun from the 1860s. This is not a hobby for him. It's a glitch in his timeline. And he doesn't just wear this in his backyard. My buddy takes him to all the major Civil War reenactments around the country. I remember when he first showed me his uniform for the first time, he was glowing. I looked over at my buddy. He shrugged like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, man. And I was thinking, I do. Right now, in another life, your son's oversoul has an incarnation that's fighting in the Civil War. And the veil between those two lives is thin. I mean, you can't possibly think this is random. A Gen Alpha kid raised on YouTube and AI is hand sewing dead men's buttons onto his jacket like they're his own scars. Who does that? Growing up in a world of TikTok and dopamine hits every 17 seconds, and this kid wants to relive a war from 160 years ago? That's friggin' crazy. Unless that life is still happening now, right now. Even if you don't understand how time isn't linear, everything is happening now. And that past life, that past version of him, it isn't the past. It's parallel and it's bleeding through. Now, here's another example. This one's even better. I've got a friend that I've known for 30 years, and this guy has done more for me and my family than anyone else on the planet. I mean, there's a bond between us that goes way beyond logic. It's multidimensional, soul family level stuff. But on paper, we shouldn't even be friends. We disagree on almost everything, especially patriotism. This dude is the most patriotic person I've ever met. Me, not so much. I've never flown a flag. I've never owned a flag shirt. I didn't even wear red, white, or blue to my neighbor's 4th of July party last week. And you'll never, ever catch me walking around yelling, America. Fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! But him, dude, he's so patriotic, he'd paint his face red, white, and blue just to go to Costco. He's a prepper. He's a gun guy. He wants a revolution in America so bad he can taste it. He actually carries a copy of the Bill of Rights in his wallet and he reads it every single day. He told me every morning he walks out to his garage, he rolls up a half and half tobacco, half weed. He smokes it, and in his boxer shorts, he stands at attention in front of the American flag in his garage and recites the Pledge of Allegiance. This isn't just patriotism. This is the kind of devotion that would make George Washington blush. My buddy doesn't salute the flag. He answers it like it's a distress call from 1776. If I didn't know him, I'd think he was a psych ward escapee, like a character in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. But I do know him. And that's what's weird about it, because he's not crazy. I think he's remembering. I started to picture it. Another version of him in another life, alive right now, parallel. He just left England. He risked everything to sail to a new world, to escape the king's rule and start over in a free land. And now he's starting to realize the redcoats are already here. They're just wearing a different uniform, new names, same game. They're taxing him, trapping him, pushing the same old tyranny he thought he'd left behind. That's when I realized he's not playing a patriot. He's still at war. That version of him, that one who fought for the birth of this country, is bleeding through. It's not a memory, it's a resonance. So I don't care if you believe reincarnation is a joke. It's none of my business what you believe. I'm just saying, in my life, in my body, in my relationships, I know we've lived countless other existences. And the more I awaken, the louder those echoes scream. I think they're screaming louder for all of us. And if you really pay attention, you'll notice it in the people around you. Now, I understand most of our quirks make sense. We're products of our parents, our culture, and all the shit we absorbed growing up. But every one of us has that one thing, something irrational, unexplainable, or strangely familiar that doesn't seem to come from this life, like a strong fascination with another culture or unique, quirky hobbies. It's like part of us is remembering something we never lived. That's the part I'm talking about, the echoes, the bleed throughs, the parts of us that feel older than the body we're in. These other lives, they aren't staying buried. Our memory is returning. So the next time you meet someone and you feel like you've known them forever, or you can't explain why you hate the ocean or feel the need to collect 18th century spoons, ask yourself, is this me? Or is it also me?
Surfing on a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise. So bring your A game, cause you know this party won't stop. We could never run out of time, sipping strawberry lime. You know I wanna share it with you. Bass is going boom, boom.